Hey, welcome into the DRIPBaR Edina Lounge. We're here for the iView interview show. My name is Shea. I'm your host. We're here today with special guest Dr. Kristin Hammer. We're going to be talking about all things health, wellness, and building the wellness community around the Twin Cities and bringing people on to help their daily lives through best practices of health and sharing our stories. So, Kristin, how are you feeling today? Have you done an IV before? Is this your first time?
Yeah, I've done an IV one time before, but it was at a house. So this is the first time being in a location like this.
Yeah, how was the whole process of getting the IV hooked up? Is it scary? Did you have some anxiety?
I mean, just a little bit. I don't love needles, but it was pretty quick and mostly painless.
Yeah, they do a good job of getting you comfortable. And today in your IV bag, you actually have the Shield formulation, which helps you boost your immune system. You've had some sick kids at home. You're an entrepreneur, a business owner. You want to get some energy. You want to get some hydration back in your life. I ran 6 miles this morning. I did some speed training for Grandma's Marathon. So I'm doing the All-Star Drip, which has helped me get some electrolytes back in my system, replenish my fluids, and make sure that I'm able to recover and get back out there in my performances for weight training, as well as my marathon training and running and staying hydrated and feeling good. So we're hooked up. We got our IVs going. We're going to jump into Kristin's story about how she got started as a chiropractor, her health journey, some of the things that she does to balance her life with everything that she's going on. So Kristin, we'd love to hear a little bit more about how you got into being a chiropractor, why you chose that direction, and then why you wanted to open up your own practice, because you could have went and joined other people, but it seems like you wanted to have your practice and do it your way. So tell us a little bit about how you got your start and your reasoning behind it.
Yeah, so I grew up thinking that chiropractors were crazy. I came from a medical
People don't
family.
know the 2010s. People said it was fake, that it wasn't a real thing. So it's funny.
I grew up in a medical family. My dad was an oral surgeon, and so I thought I was going to be a dentist, but I had a love for physiology and anatomy and helping people. And so I found myself in chiropractic school and fell in love with chiropractic. Now both my parents swear by chiropractic as well. My dad says it saved his career. So it was a natural fit for me. I love helping people, and it's a way to do that naturally.
Yeah, and it seems like I've seen some of the reviews, I've seen some of the customer testimonies. A lot of people are very happy with your work. They're coming out feeling better. Did it inspire you to just improve it seems like you care about the community, you care about people's health. On a day-to-day experience, what's that kind of like, just to see people feel better? Is it very fulfilling to see people's lives improve and be able to talk about how they went to you to come and do some of that stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I love helping people. People come to me and sometimes they're just like me. They don't believe in chiropractic. And I say, you don't have to believe in it for it to work. Some of my longest patients are those patients that, they didn't think it would work for them. And then it saved their life and their backs and their families. And so it's really fulfilling. I love helping people and, getting to know them. I see my patients regularly, most of them. And so I really get to know them and they become family at my office. So I love that.
That's amazing. That's a great thing to have as a chiropractor. You're taking care of people's bodies. So you got to have that trust and that comfort with people. So I think that's really cool that you're able to help improve people's lives. I think the DRIPBaR Edina is very similar in holistic health, where a lot of people's approach in today's world is reactionary healthcare instead of preventative healthcare. So even if you don't have back pain, or there's still clients that come in as precautionary stuff that just really care about their health and investing, or is it just clients that come in, they've already had back injuries, they're, and they're in bad shape. And so you almost have to get them to a point where they're living day-to-day pain-free. But it seems like a lot more people are starting to come in as a precautionary thing now.
Yeah, I say, if you have a spine, chiropractic's for you. Ideally, I would see everybody from birth. I adjusted my kids right after they were born on my stomach after I gave birth to them. And I see people from newborn.
How soon did you do that after?
Like hour afterwards. It was so important to me. So I see people of all ages.
What did the doctors think of that then when you were like, I need to adjust?
Well, I didn't have doctors. I had midwives because, of course, I'm holistic. I did an unmedicated birth at a birth center twice. One of them was like
harder
30
the second
hours.
Time or easier the second time?
Easier, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of them took 3 days.
What was about to happen? One of them took 3 days?
Yeah.
See,
hard being
you
a
needed an
woman.
IV after that to stay get
Totally.
hydrated.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
That's insane. So then doing that the holistic way, doctors aren't in the way, you're able to adjust your kids. Have they kind of what's their life like then as far as health and wellness, having someone like you in their life to kind of show them the ways? Is that an importance in their life as well, and being able to emulate what good health looks like? I think that's very important for our future and generations to come.
yeah, we talk about health and wellness a lot at my house, and I try to show them what it looks like and the importance of exercise and eating well and taking care of yourself and your spine. So it's fun to be able to show the younger kids, how to take care of yourself.
I think that's one of the most important things is teaching them how to take care of their health, and that gives them the best chance in life to be successful, right? Taking care
Mm-hmm.
of your health first and the rest can come after that. So that's awesome. It seems like, you have your business, you have your kids. I follow you on Instagram. You're outside all the time, whether it's negative 15 degrees, 70 degrees. You're just like me. You want to get outside no matter the circumstances. You dress for the conditions. But we're both believers in it's very grounding to get outside. It's very peaceful. It resets your mind. Talk a little bit about the balance that you've been able to find in life from work, taking care of your kids, your own personal health. It seems like you've really prioritized really good values in life. Talk a little bit about how you found that balance and what it's been able to do for your life.
Yeah, I think balance is so important. And I like to think I do a really good job of balance. I have fun, I have family, I prioritize fitness and getting out in nature. I think nature is so healing. And so, yeah, like you said, I'm out there in 0-degree weather, just like you, hiking, and nature for me is so much mental health as well as physical health. So being out in nature is really where I center myself. And that's why I really value hiking so much over other exercise.
Yeah, and that's a really good point you made too, right? Like health isn't just a physical thing, right? Like we're here getting hydrated, we're giving ourselves our best chance to feel good physically, to feel good mentally, right? You've started a new project, a personal project here called, what was it, Aligned by Kristen?
Yeah, aligned by
And
Dr. Kristen.
Aligned by Dr. Kristen. Tell us a little bit about that project because that seems to kind of tie all of it in together and give you kind of those simple reminders daily of appreciation and working on some of that inner peace and whatnot too.
Yeah, so I just feel like the world is getting pretty negative, if we can all agree to that. And there's a lot of bad that we hear about and not as much good anymore. And
Right.
so I felt a calling to bring just light and love to the world. And it's just a passion project. It's called Aligned by Dr. Kristen, and it's started just an Instagram page right now, and I have a vision for it. But right now, if it doesn't go anywhere, my goal is just if it changes one person's life, if it brightens one person's life, then that's what I want to do. Is I want to bring just light and love and mindfulness to people's lives when it can be so toxic and all we hear is negative so much.
Yeah, and that's powerful. I think those stories, those messages, we need more than ever. What you see in the world is kind of what you make of the world and your perspective. So more positive influences, talking about health, having a vulnerability to even share, that you're going through those struggles and whatnot and how you got aligned. I think that's very powerful stuff that people need to see in today's world. And to go back to the chiropractor stuff a little bit, maybe share some of the benefits that you see physically from your clients, but also mentally. Do you see them coming in a better mood as they're getting better? But talk a little bit about the benefits from your clients, from people that see your alignment messages. How are you seeing that affect people moving forward and bettering their lives?
Yeah, so obviously the most common reason people come in is because of pain. So I see very life-changing things every day in my office in terms of pain and symptoms from, sciatica or low back pain to headaches, migraines, numbness, tingling in their limbs, but even things like digestive problems and allergies, and for kids, ear infections. It's really cool. Every day I see so many different things. And I always say that chiropractic can help with everything, just not every time. Right. So if it's a chiropractic problem, I've seen it get better, so many things that people don't realize it helps with, from shoulder problems, knee problems, ankles, everything. In fact, the other day I had a patient of mine come in, and she had texted me over the weekend, and she said she gets these problems where she can't hear out of one ear, it gets all clogged up, and
Right.
can I help with that? And I said, I can certainly try. And I came in, and little did she know, I can actually adjust. There's little bones inside your ear, and I can
Right.
adjust the little bones inside your ear. And so we adjusted them, and right away she was like, oh my God, that totally opened my ear. Plus the nerves in your neck go to your ear, and that top bone in your neck can affect your ear as well. That's why we see kids for ear infections. So just adjusting that bone in her neck, it started to clear up her ear. So a lot of things like that. It's really cool.
Isn't that crazy how connected the body is? Because I've had lower back issues, I've had misalignment of my hips, and I've tried so many different things on how to fix it, thinking it was tight glutes, tight hammies, tight hip flexors. What I ended up being is I have flat feet. And so my arches collapse, then my right hip has been rolling in, causing me to be a little bit off center, which causes a lot of lower back pain. But until I figured rolling my feet out, ankle mobility, the rest of my body from the ground up then started releasing. So it's interesting how one thing in the ear can fix the neck, can fix some of the pains in the other side of the body. And a lot of times we just have one symptom, but that's not the root cause of the actual problem, right? But that's amazing that you see clients come in, you're able to help them. They're probably leaving happy people, and that gives you fulfillment. So how about tell the people where they can find Clearwater Chiropractic, where they can find you online. So if they're looking for a new chiropractor, if they're looking for an adjustment, do you do consultations for first-time clients?
Yep, I do free consultations.
Free
So
consultations.
so you can always come in and talk to me.
Right.
You can find me in Savage, Minnesota.
I've heard it's the best chiropractor in Savage.
For sure, in Minnesota, actually.
You'll have to follow along, because we're gonna go and do an adjustment at Clearwater and go through probably a first client consultation, show you exactly how the process goes, what the adjustment feels like, and then I'll tell you guys if my back feels better or not, which I'm sure it will, because I have a bad back. So, but what are your accounts online so they can make sure they follow you? The Align account,
Yeah.
the chiropractor account.
Yeah. So my main account is at Dr. Kristin Hammer. Aligned by Dr. Kristin. It's just like that, at Aligned by Dr. Kristin. And then my office is called Clearwater Chiropractic in Savage. It's at Clearwater Chiropractic.
And do you want them to book appointments before they come in, or walk-ins welcome?
Walk-ins are welcome, but booking is easier.
Booking is easier. Yeah, definitely plan ahead. Booking is easier. It looks like we are all dripped up into our veins. How are you feeling so far with the drip? Do you feel a little bit more hydrated already?
Yes, for sure. I feel great.
You feel great?
Yeah, I forgot it was happening.
Well, there you go. So we both came in here. We were talking about my lips are a little dry. She feels a little dehydrated. A lot of time with the saline bag, you're going to feel the hydration in the first 10 to 15 minutes. The nutrients are going to come and absorb over the next 24 to 48 hours. That's where we experience most of the health benefits. Moving forward, I get better sleep. I feel better throughout the day. But is there anything that you would like to leave with the people that has helped you live a better life, or any advice that you have that can help them live a better life day to day in terms of health and wellness?
Yeah, I think it's mind, body, and spirit. I think having that spiritual mind part has been huge for me. When you get that right, plus you take care of your body, I think you reach a higher level of health for sure.
Right, exactly. I completely agree. So while I haven't given birth to 2 kids without any meds and adjusted them right after, it's fun to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Dr. Kristin. That concludes our first episode of the IV interview. I'm getting my last pump of glutathione. This helps reduce inflammation and detox the liver. It's going to help me continue to stay fresh for my marathon training. But thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Kristin, for coming into the IV interview, being our first guest. We'll see you on the next episode, and everyone stay drippy.